Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope this year has been good to you. I know it has not been a great start since most of us lost our family members, our friends, close people, and we had a very rough start of the year where most of us had family members who were admitted in hospitals and situations whereby we can't even go and bury our extended family members in different provinces. It has been a very tough one, guys, but I believe since we have been given an opportunity to survive it all, we still have an opportunity to teach and learn. So I would just like to say thank you. A special thank you to my hubby because he's the one who subscribed to my channel. I only have 2 subscribers, guys. I believe one day I'll come back and be like, guys, I have 100 subscribers. So this is a good start, and I'm very grateful that my husband was the first one to subscribe and he listens to my YouTube channels, which is I'm very grateful for the support. At least there's someone who's watching that I know. And for the people who have viewed my videos, thank you so much, and kindly share and subscribe, and hopefully if it's a relevant information that you need, then you can also share it with anyone that you think they will need the information and it's relevant to them. So today, since it's the month of love, I'll be sharing a bit about my experience on communication. Wow, guys, I know that it's so easy when we speak about relationships on how we should have we should have good communication skills. Hey guys, communication is a challenge, to be honest. Because we think we got this, we think we're good with communication because people around us hardly express how they feel about the ways of how we communicate. Hence, we think that we communicate effectively and we actually have a good way of communication because we hardly get feedback from anyone. So it's quite sad that the only time we can actually learn that we actually have good, effective, or good communication skills, it's when we start having relationships outside, which is friendships and love relationships, etc. So it becomes very difficult because now a part of you feels defensive, that no, I have never experienced that with anyone close to me. Why is it that people that I've just met or people who are outsiders feel the way they feel about my ways of communication, right? So really, it's good. I would say we must just learn to exercise giving each other feedback, either as friends or as family. Actually, as family and people that you live with, they really need to give you feedback time and again in terms of how do they feel about how you communicate to them. Because when it comes from your family, I mean, you cannot be angry at those people forever. You need to live with them, come back, and be okay. So that will also help to build you to receive feedback from people and learn that it's either you're improving on communication or you're not. So, guys, from what I've learned in my relationship for the past 2 years about communication is that we all come together as partners and we think we've got the best way of communication, because you have your own background, I have my own background, and we come together and we think, hey, I've never had a challenge with people telling me that I don't know how to communicate. Why is it that you have a challenge with understanding what I am trying to put, or the point that I'm trying to put across? So it's two people coming together with different characters, different background, and failing dismally to communicate. It's very challenging. It, believe me or not, it can be one of the biggest, or I don't even know what to say. It can destroy the relationship because consistently you'll have misunderstandings just because there was no effective or good communication between the two of you. So I think it's number one, learning how to communicate to the next person, and learning how to take your point across without sounding as if you aggressive, or it comes from a place of hate or anger. So you need to be able to express the point across on how you feel without making the next person to feel bad about themselves, you know. And so for me, it's a how we communicate to the next person and how we would like to receive that communication. Number two, it's a place where it comes from. Does it come from a place of love when you're saying something to your partner? You know, there's a difference of tones when addressing an issue. I get that it can't always be. Actually, it can, because it comes with exercising that habit. So it can be a matter of you are able to address a very sensitive and serious issue with a very, like, with a calm and sensitive voice or sensitive place when you're addressing an issue. So guys, it is possible. It's just a matter, it's a matter of when people give you feedback about how you communicate, try and make it a point that you improve on your communication skills. And believe you me, they will definitely also give you feedback when they see that you put effort to improve your communication skills. Okay, so it really goes a long way. I mean, communication doesn't end with just relationships, but it also goes to even work relationships. So it is a very good skill to have, and therefore we need to take it serious when we have challenges with communicating effectively, guys. So during the month of love, I've learned that communication can really break you apart. Hence, it is one of the very important aspects in the relationship. You really, 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 really need to know what upsets your partner, how they would like to be addressed, and you need to know that your partner doesn't like to be addressed when things get heated, or when things are still heated, probably after that, because they don't appreciate the emotions that come with it. So yeah, it is very deep, guys, and like I said, that it can destroy what is good. So it's something that you need to put like an effort and a thought on before you actually do it. So I would encourage that we learn a lot on communication and ways of communication and how we can actually do it better, and just sitting down with our partners and finding out how they would like to be communicated to in situations where we had misunderstandings, in situations where we are around people. You know, sometimes your partner can be offended on things that you guys are used to talking about when you are together in the house and when you're around people. You know, you'll find that they're comfortable with you relating to them in a certain way in your space, and they also not comfortable with you communicating with them in the same way in public. Do you understand? So what I've also learned is that we must learn to be okay with what we feel like it's not really big of a deal, guys. You know, be okay with being corrected, because we are not the same people. We're not the same person. Like, what your partner likes and prefers, it's exactly not what you're going to like and prefer. Like I said, there's an influence of background, how we grew up, and all of that. So it cannot be the same. If there's something that I don't like, and it's and unfortunately it's something that you like, we need to get a common ground where we like sacrifice both of us, because now we're at a place where we're dealing with a situation of someone likes it and someone doesn't. Then what do we do to make sure that we accommodate both parties? So mostly I think communication becomes very difficult when we are in arguments as partners, especially when the other party feels disrespected. It's yeah, it's one of those because you can't help but to be angry, right, when you feel disrespected. But it is very important to know yourself, that since I'm a person who addresses issues from a place of hate or anger, when I'm angry, then rather I wait till I calm down so that I can let the next person know how I feel. So I think even your partner would appreciate that you're putting effort in making sure that you're addressing them in a way that they would like to be addressed. And in that way, I'm telling you, it will give your partner what is this, a chance to really work on what you are addressing. Because also it doesn't end with you addressing matters, but it also has to be a matter of you learning from what the feedback your partner is giving. You learn from that feedback, and then you improve your ways. But from a person who feels disrespected from the conversation and so forth, they wouldn't even feel the need to improve on what they're doing, because they will be defensive because of how it was addressed. So if we learn how to communicate effectively and learn as early as possible as to what my partner likes, what they don't like in terms of being addressed about issues, then it will make it even more simple for us to work on the actual issue, and not a communication issue. Because I mean, if I'm addressing something I don't like, guys, it means I want that to change. I want it to be done differently. So we cannot start from, how did you address this? I don't like how you address this. So can you see, we're not even getting the point across to say the issue here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we are stuck on, I don't like how you addressed it. When are we then going to get to, I'll start by doing 1, 2, 3, and 4 to make sure, or to try and make sure that you don't feel this way, you know. So skipping that level of feeling disrespected whenever we are communicating to each other, it's very important. We need to get to that place as couples and be able to have effective communication. By effective, I mean we are focusing on what is the point and what is the next person trying to address to you. And after focusing on that, we're working on improving what your partner doesn't like. And then we have happy couples. So since it's the month of love, I hope after speaking such a very long thing, I hope I made sense to someone. And I know how it can be so rough to not have a good communication skill and not being able to communicate effectively as partners. So it is very important that we learn how to communicate to each other and how we like to be communicated to, in all like circumstances, like whether it's a happy thing or bad or sad or anything that, yeah, we must just know how to address it to our partners as soon and quick, as soon as we learn that. And we need to try and learn that very quick. Then we can be effective communicators, because the struggle won't be people getting angry for how you communicated to them, but the struggle will be now people working on what you're trying to address to change the whole situation. I hope it made a difference. Enjoy the month of love. Don't forget to do special gestures for your loved one. I know that for some couples it's an everyday thing, but maybe let's start exercising it in the month of February so that it can be a lifestyle. Love you all, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. Bye.